I completed my early childhood portfolio on a 5.5-year-old girl named Sarah. Sarah attends kindergarten 5 days a week at a public school, and I observed her in the areas of physical, cognitive, and social development. For physical development, I focused on the domains of body growth and motor development. For body growth, Sarah is tall and slender, has lost 3 primary teeth, and has not yet received any secondary teeth, and all of that is typical for a 5-year-old. For motor development, no gross motor activities were observed during the observation. However, Sarah did mention during the observation that she rides a bicycle with training wheels at home, which is also typical for a 5-year-old. Sarah also has many fine motor skills, such as being able to tie her shoes, draw a person with 6 parts, hold a writing utensil with an adult grip, and copy many numbers and words. All of these fine motor skills are typical for a 5-year-old. Some materials in Sarah's classroom that support physical development are a variety of writing materials are available in the Writing Center, and tennis shoes are available in the dramatic play area for children to practice tying their shoes. Also, Sarah's school should add some gross motor play equipment for the children to use. Some recommendations for Sarah's parents on eliciting physical development at home are to make sure the child practices proper teeth hygiene, engages in at least 60 minutes of unstructured physical activity each day, and practices serving food. For cognitive development, I focused on the domains of information processing and language development. For information processing, Sarah has good recognition and recall memory, which is typical for a 5-year-old. Also, for language development, Sarah uses invented spellings when writing, which is typical for a 5-year-old. Some materials in Sarah's environment that support cognitive development are children's books, a dramatic play area, memory games, and a writing center. Some recommendations for Sarah's parents on eliciting cognitive development at home are to engage in interactive book reading, play rhyming games, and to model literacy activities. For social development, I focused on the domains of emotional development and gender typing. For emotional development, Sarah is able to interpret others' emotional reactions, which is typical of a 5-year-old. Also, for gender typing, Sarah believes that only girls should wear certain types of clothing and prefers to play with other girls during recess, which is also typical of a 5-year-old. Some materials in Sarah's environment that support social development. Some materials in Sarah's environment that support social development are dramatic play area with a variety of clothing items, accessories, and dolls that all of the children are invited to play with. And also, if the teacher were to use an authoritative discipline style instead of an authoritarian discipline style, this would better support the children's social development in the classroom. Some recommendations for Sarah's parents on eliciting social development at home are to limit Sarah's TV viewing and computer use, allow Sarah to engage in make-believe play and to play with other children often, and to reduce opportunities for misbehavior. Overall, Sarah appears to be a typically developing 5.5-year-old.